Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. A short while back, I added the Panda status to my P1S here, and I absolutely love it. But there's one problem. It's always on. My printer here is currently off, but you can see the Panda status. It's scanning back and forth like a Cylon. Well, today, I'm going to show you the solution to that little issue. Let's get into it. Since the power end of my Panda status ends in a USB-A connection, I decided to pick up the Panda branch to supply power that will turn on with the printer. Now, when I turn off the printer, the status bar will turn off as well. Let's take a quick look at the Panda branch. This is what you get with the Panda branch kit. You're going to have a 4-pin power cable. Of course, you have the wonderful Big Tree Tech or B-Tube Duck. You got a few mounting screws. You've got a little QR code that will take you to where you need to download the file, and it's also got the address for the installation instructions. And then you have the Panda branch itself. The Panda branch receives 24 volts from the 4-pin connector on the back of the P1, X1, or A series printer. It then has multiple 24-volt outputs for accessories like the AMS or even the Panda Nomi. It also has 4 5-volt USB ports for connecting accessories like the Panda status. You'll also need to print a case and a mounting bracket for your particular printer. The included screws require a 2.5mm hex key, and in my case, on the back of the P1S, a 2mm hex key is required to remove the external spool holder. Before we get to the installation, I'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, PCBWay.
Do you have an electronic project that needs a circuit board? Then head on over to PCBWay.com and see just how easy it is to take your idea and make it a reality. The instant quote system makes ordering a breeze, and right now they have a promotion where you can get 10 1- to 2-layer boards for as little as $5. If you aren't in need of PCBs, they can also handle all of your CNC machining or 3D printing needs. There is also a community where designers share their creations for everyone to benefit from. Head on over to PCBWay.com today and PCB prototype the easy way.
The first step of the installation is placing the Panda branch in the case. Once the board is snuggled away in the case halves are screwed together into the mounting bracket. Now that this is all one piece, I'll remove the external spool holder and remount it using the included screws on the mounting bracket. Voila! The Panda branch now has a wonderful little home on the back of my P1S. Next, I'm going to remove the 4-pin plug from the AMS hub mounted on the back of the P1S and connect that end of the cable to the input port on the Panda branch. I'll then plug the 4-pin cable that comes with the Panda branch to one of the output ports on the Panda branch and plug the other end back into the AMS hub. Finally, I'll connect the USB plug from the Panda status into one of the USB ports on the Panda branch. Now everything has power, and it's all tied to the power switch on the P1S. I even have extra power ports for additional accessories if I ever feel like making future modifications. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little upgrade tutorial for the BambuLab P1S. If you have any questions about this upgrade or any of the upgrades I've made to this printer, please drop a comment below. If you found value in my video, I'd certainly appreciate it if you'd take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop new videos. As always, I enjoy the time that we get to spend together here on the channel. Until next time, let's keep on learning, burning, printing, and growing together. Take care, everyone.